All right, here with Bill Zadick. Just got back from Brazil. Bill, can you talk about your team performance at the Brazil Cup? You had I think every guy medaled, right? So it was a pretty solid day.
Yeah, Team USA had a solid performance. We took 10 athletes down there, including a couple of junior kids, and all 10 athletes medaled. We had 6 bronze and 4 gold. We beat 4 Russians head-to-head for the gold medals. So not the Russian strongest team, but they always bring quality athletes to events. So we're really excited about our progress. There's still a lot of work to be done, but look good, and excited to get down and see Brazil and set a precedence for Team USA winning.
Can you talk about those 4 guys that won? Just sort of take me through their tournaments. I mean, some guys came from behind. JD.
So Andrew Hochstresser at 57 kilo won some solid matches. Had to come from behind a little bit and had to dig deep. Was behind the Russian in the finals and ended up scoring some points coming back. I think it was 6-2. He was behind and ended up taking the kid down, and then as he tripod, he stepped around behind and back supplayed him for 4 points going out of bounds. So that was a huge momentum shift in that match, and then he went on to win the match, I think 15-6. So that was that's a big come from behind, and also to continue to dominate through the rest of the match. At 70 kilo, Kyle Rochelle, again, same deal. Unfortunately, he and Logan Massa, who's a junior, one of our top junior athletes, wrestled first round. Kyle won, and then he went on to wrestle 2 more really solid matches. And same deal in the finals match against a Russian. It was nip and tuck, and Kyle gutted it out. He was really good counter offensively and sitting corners and stuff like that. And he Russian got in on his leg, and he sat the corner on him really nicely. Chest locked him for a couple of points, and then just kept pouring it on. As the guy had to come at him, then it played into his hand more and looked really good. At 97 kilo, JD Bergman looked solid throughout the tournament, basically dominated everybody he wrestled. Andrew Yurashev, who was their 2012 Olympian at 84 kilo, was up, and JD dominated him 9-0. I think he wrestled a Brazilian next, and attacked the guy, pinned the guy. And then in the finals, wrestled a pretty solid Russian who he had defeated Dustin Kilgore in the semifinals, caught him in a trap arm gut, and reeled off some points. And as a talented kid, and JD, he just showed his strength and experience in that match and went out and wrestled his positions and got in over-under position and bear hugged him to his back, and then hit him with a couple nice leg attacks. And then they got in that over-under situation again, and JD put him to his back and pinned him. So very good, very good. He looked, like I said, very strong throughout the competition. And then at heavyweight, Zach Ray, and they had, I think, 5 or 6 heavyweights, so they wrestled a round robin, and Zach did a very good job. Got some leg attacks, worked really hard, moving, snapping guys, using the edge of the mat really well, and dominated from start to finish in all his bouts, and beat 2 Russians en route to the gold medal. So very good performance, very good. Our junior guys, we had Logan Massa, who lost to Kyle Rochelle, I said. Kyle pulls him back in, and then Logan reels off a couple of victories to get back into the bronze medal and win that match. And then below him was Joe McKenna, one of our top kids, junior world silver medalist, and he got a bronze medal. Lost a really close match to the Japanese kid who was in the finals, and I think just a small tactical error on Joey's part, but if he cleans that up, honestly, I think he can win that tournament. And then Anthony Valencia, obviously another super talented junior kid coming up, did very well, wrestled Keteg Sabalov, the 70 kilo senior world champion this year, was up at 74 kilo. And Anthony did all right. He obviously didn't do what he wanted to do. win the match, but he got to his legs a few times and just maybe some experience in a superior opponent has a little better defense. Just got to make an adjustment there, and I think he's right in that match. But did a good job coming back and winning the bronze medal there too. So, and then we had 3 other senior level athletes winning bronze medals. So, great performance. Like I said, we're encouraged by the progress. A lot of work to do, but it's good to go to Brazil and establish the United States is winning a lot of gold medals when we're there.
So you mentioned the FILA junior guys. What's the importance of bringing them to an event like this and getting them in the senior level circuit?
Well, something that we've been able to do in the last several years is just identify some of those top talent and get them more experience, more international experience to help boost their careers and see the results that they want to see. It's their goals that we're here to assist in achieving, and the greater the experience and the knowledge base, the more solid they're going to be as a competitor and a broader foundation they'll have to compete. So getting these young guys overseas, some of these bigger tournaments, and just honestly, some of it is not as much competition as it is the experience. Going through the motions, seeing that these people they're human beings just like the rest of us. It's going to make them a better athlete on the mat, both in freestyle and folk style. And these kids are going to go on and do some great big things in the NCAA ranks, and then have a better foundation to burst onto the senior scene full time and win medals for the United States.
Appreciate it, Bill.